Thank you for having me today. It's such an honor to share this stage with these great speakers. I'll be talking to you about how Ladyfest sets the stage for a gender-equal cultural life in Malmö in 8 minutes. So let's go. Ladyfest Malmö is a feminist cultural organization, and we work for a more equal cultural scene. We started Ladyfest Malmö in 2010, and frankly, we were fed up with a cultural scene that lacked gender awareness. Of course, there were great productions, but generally, what we saw was guys on stage, everywhere. With backgrounds in band booking and event producing and so on, we were many cultural producers heading out into a field that was so obviously not welcoming for women. Because it's not just about who's on stage. Who are the event producers? Who are the light and sound engineers? And who are the stage hands? So without going too much into structures, we were all quite aware of, if all these positions are occupied by men, they will keep on booking their male friends on stage. So we started Ladyfest Malmö. Thank you. I don't know how familiar you are with Ladyfest as a concept, but it started in Olympia, in the state of Washington in year 2000. And the first Ladyfest was a week-long festival, and it held bands with only females on stage. There were also talks and discussions, and some of these were female separatists. Everyone who has ever been part of feminist activism knows that you need to keep your back free. You need to keep everything in order, because otherwise, you will have critics from all fields scanning your work. This is something we slowly realized, and we started to draw guidelines. We started to create our manifest. Well, Ladyfest, I meant, of course. For example, number 1, we are a separatist working group. This is our feminist strategy. And this is how we, within our group, create our own comfort zone. 2, we always pay reasonable fees to acts playing at Ladyfest Malmö events. And we never work for free. 3, we work with what we call feministic highfiving, feministisk ryggdunk. And this means that we want to collaborate with and draw attention to other feminist activists working with other strategies than we do. We also realized that we had to justify our existence. And it's always good to prove your thesis with data. So we started the project Ladyfest Malmö räknar. Ladyfest Malmö counts. We needed proof. We needed numbers on paper to face the critics with arguments like, but hey, it's not that bad. Sweden is one of the most gender-equal countries. Well, what about all these dudes on stage? So we started counting. This is very Feminism 1A. We started to count how many men and how many women there were on the 6 biggest live stages in Malmö. Our method was based on grouping live acts into a female act with a majority of females, a male act with male majority, and a 50-50 act where there is equal representation. It's simple. And there are other groups, such as Jämställd Festival in Sweden, using this method. So we counted, and we counted. For 6 months, we counted, presenting every month's result in the end of that month. And it was very disappointing. The overall numbers for Malmö's 6 biggest live stages, November 2011 till April 2012, 80.6% were male acts. 13% were female acts, and 6.4% were 50-50 acts. Yeah, that's depressing. We did get some constructive feedback and a lot of angry event producers on our tail, but the debate had started. We did have some exceptions, and if you want to know the full method, you can read about it on our homepage, in Swedish though, or you can just contact me. I'd love to tell you all about it. One thing here is very important to know. We had long and hard discussions within the group on the difficulties regarding dividing people into male or female, because we all know that it's not that simple. But we had these depressing numbers, and unfortunately, we had justified Ladyfest Malmö's existence, because it was very clear that the 6 biggest stages were highly unequal. So a sad story slowly turned into a happy one, and this was 2012. And a lot has happened since then. There are many good feminist initiatives in Malmö working together. And we also believe that the audience has become more aware what to expect from producers and venues here in Malmö. For example, Sommarscen Malmö, an outdoor festival of performing arts, which is funded by the city of Malmö. As of today, they have 38% female acts and 32% 50-50 acts. And, yeah, that's great. And at the Baser Malmö, which is a famous nightclub, 9 women out of 17 in total are the club producers, with a majority of clubs that have a feminist focus. I want to say that Ladyfest Malmö is not perfect, and we need help with getting better. We are very white and very middle class. We are struggling every day with adapting to a more intersectional way of working, and we need help with doing this. And we believe that the way of doing this is to work together with other feminists, with other experiences, and other ways of looking at things. So if you have a great initiative, let us know. I want to finish with saying that Ladyfest Malmö wants to be the good example. And we want to inspire, we want to help other producers to have a critical feminist view on their own work. And we believe that we, through events with females working on and off stage, show that it's possible to organize cultural events with focus on gender equality and make a great show of it. Thank you.